Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Melissa. I'm back with you with another video. I know it's been a long time. It's been a long time, I know. I finished my externship, and after I finished my externship, I just been busy because now I'm studying for the certification. But I just was like, I'm like, I ain't been uploading no videos, so I hope you guys enjoy the little books of the Bible and the word for the week. I just felt that you need something, positive to get you through your day. Just the word. You need the word. So just to share something with you guys, words of encouragement. So I hope you guys enjoy, my Bible, the books of the Bible, scriptures, and all that good stuff. So, but this video I want to talk to you about my externship experience, and I want to share some tips. I got my journal here, my little notes, because during my externship, I just kept a journal. Like each week, I wrote out what I did, just in case, like my externship coordinator, they asked me, so what did you do over there? So I just kept a little journal, and I just want to share with you guys my externship experience, the department I worked in, what all I did. So I'm just gonna get right into the video. I just want to share with you guys. So I did my externship at it was an outpatient clinic, and the department that they had me training in, I was just shocked because most of my skills is in primary care or family, it's in primary care or OG, OB, working with expecting mother. So that's what I thought they was going to put me in, because that's what most of my skills are in. So I get there the first day of externship, and I meet the trainer, I meet my supervisor, and then I meet the trainer, the head lady. I just get familiar with everybody in the department. So I asked her, I said, what department is this? And she said general surgery. And I'm like, general surgery? Like, why do they put me in general surgery? I'm like, oh my God, like, man. So I'm saying to myself, okay, Melissa, we gonna see how this go. We gonna see how we go. General surgery, like, we didn't too much in school learn too much about surgery, but maybe about the tools and stuff. They didn't like cover bases on the surgery. They just told us, like, the tools that you use for surgery. So I was just like, okay, like, we didn't learn too much about that. But anyway, so she told me it was general surgery, and that was the first week. So basically the first week, my trainer, I just shadowed her. I shadowed her the first week, around, she showed me how, you do everything, how to use the Epic system, how to greet the patients, and she just, introduced me to the doctor, And so, but the department I was working in, it was a small clinic. Like the doctor, he only had like patients on Wednesday, I think Wednesday and no Mondays and Wednesday. He only had patients on Mondays and Wednesday. So the other days, like Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, she would have me do work on a computer. Like just doing little stuff on a computer. So it was okay. It was okay. And then like the second week, she showed me, like, in the clinic, it was like a small procedure where he do like his small surgery. His big surgery he would do in the hospital, but his small surgery he would do it like in a clinic. And she showed me, and I had the experience. I stood in on one of the surgeries he was doing, and it was this patient. He had something like a wire stuck in his throat, and I was there to see that, because at first I was like, I'm not gonna be in it. And she was like, yeah. She was like, you're gonna see this. So I was in there and I saw it, and when I was in there, I was just praying for him. I was basically praying for the man. I was like, but he took it like a champ. He was just like he wasn't hollering or anything. He just took it like a champ. But that was a great experience. And I'm trying to see, what else did I do? I greet the patients, rooming the patients, and then she showed me how, you set the room up, you clean the room up, and get ready for the next patient. So I did that, and then I was taking vitals. I was taking their vitals, and I'm trying to see. It wasn't really nothing like major I really did up in there. It's like basically that's all I did. Like each day I would greet the patients, get them ready to see the doctor, take them in there, take their vitals, let the doctor know that they there. I would put the information in the computer system. Like that's basically all I did, like for the whole 6 weeks. And I was a little disappointed because I wanted to have the experience to be in other departments. I'm like, that's what my skills in. I want to do phlebotomy. I want to draw blood. I wanted to how you do the specimens, all that urine specimen. I want to do all that things. But they put me in that department, and she was like, we don't draw blood up here. We don't do tests, urine, none of that stuff that I was learned in at my school. She was like, we don't do none of that. They do that in the other department. So the days that my trainer, she didn't come to she didn't come to work. I was hoping that I would be in the other department, but they never put me in there. So that was a little disappointing. I was a little devastated about that. But I was like, anyway, like God, I was devastated. But I finished my externship, and I just want to share some tips. I just want to share some tips to anybody who's watching this video. When you get ready to start your externship, make sure. I would say make sure. I want to read something to you guys. The tips I want to give you guys is tip number 1, prep yourself. Make sure you prep yourself. Like as soon as you're gonna get ready to start your externship, like I would say before that week following week, prep yourself. Like lay your uniform out, get your make sure you have your externship, whatever your school gave you, the folder, have everything together, have your backpack, everything, shoes, have everything together. I would say prep yourself, get yourself ready. If you want to, do like I did. I watch YouTube videos, that's how I got, I got comfortable, so I wouldn't be nervous, and my first day I wasn't nervous. I was just like, like with expectation, okay, like what is we going to be doing? So I would say prep yourself. Tip number 1, prep yourself. Prep yourself for externship, get prepared. So when you go in, you won't be nervous, just let all nervousness away, because when you're nervous, they like, okay, they can sense that on you that you're nervous, but prep yourself. And prep yourself and get plenty of sleep, like leading up to your externship or the night before. Get you plenty of sleep, get plenty of rest. So you wake up on time, set your alarm clock on time. If you got to be there, I have to be there like at 8:30. So I will wake up. I was always waking up early. Like even when I was in school, I woke up like 5 o'clock. I would get dressed like 5:30, and I would leave out the house like 6 something because I had to travel all the way downtown. So, but I would say make sure you set your alarm clock so you can, if you got to be there at 8:30, maybe you need to be up at least about 7. You need to be up at least about 7, like get dressed and stuff at least about 7, so you can get ready to leave out. So I had to be there at 8:30 to 5:30. So it was, it was good. It was good. Tip number 2, be organized. Be organized. When I say be organized, like when you go in that's why I say have your folder, everything ready. If your school gave you, like mine, I don't have my folder with me, but it was an externship folder they gave me with my timesheet in there. So you want to have your folder already ready, your timesheet. So at the end of the day, when it's time for you to put your time in or have your trainer to sign it, you want to make sure you have everything organized. Like when it was time for her to sign my timesheet, it was kind of like I had to organize myself because 11 o'clock I supposed to turn my timesheet in at 11 o'clock. And we had patients coming in at 11 o'clock. So what I would do is fill my timesheet out ahead of time. And like right about 10:59, I would give it to her like, okay, could you sign my timesheet, you know? And she was cool. She would sign it, and then I faxed it over. So I did that like every day. Like when I knew that we had patients at 11 o'clock, I would like hurry up, do my timesheet. So that's another thing that you want to take in consideration. If it's a certain time that your externship coordinator is asking you to submit your timesheet, if they're telling you to submit your timesheet at 11 o'clock, and you know the patients are coming in at 11, you know the patients coming in at 12, you know, try to have your timesheet filled out ahead of time and have your trainer sign it. Maybe if it's at 12 o'clock, have them sign it at 11:59 or something like that. Just, you know, you be prepared. So you won't be like, you greeting the patient, you getting registering the patient, and then you stop to think like, oh my God, I got to submit my timesheet. So do it ahead of time. And the next one is make sure, I would say tip number 3 is make sure that whoever, like I would say pray. I would say like pray. Pray before you start your externship. Pray and ask God to give you you know, a friendly trainer. Whoever you get your supervisor, pray that they're friendly. Like the one I had, you know, she was kind of friendly. She was okay, you know, she's a good person. But there was another side. Like there was another side to her. Like, you know, like when I did my externship, I didn't get hired during my externship. I didn't get hired. I know the reason why I didn't get hired. I was kind of upset. I was disappointed because I feel like, you know, you have some, like, you know, everywhere you go, there always going to be that one person. It's always going to be that person is just going to just, they look at you and they know you're a good person, but they want to put a bad name on your title. They want to tell somebody something bad about you, even though they know you're good. They want to put something bad put a bad, you know, a title on your name. And I was just sitting in the room in the office, and when the head lady came, they was like having like a little meeting. I was in the room, and I overheard my trainer. She was telling the head lady something about me, and it wasn't good. It was like bad. It was like, you know, in a way like you told, you know, it's basically telling her something that was like was going to hinder me and stop me from getting hired. So when my externship was over with, you know, and I was just like, God, like, why didn't I get hired? And then I thought back to that day when they was having the meeting, and I'm looking like, okay, I believe. I'm like, she told her something. I'm like, she had something to do with me not getting hired. I'm like, okay. So I was a little upset because I'm looking like it's just so sad that you got people like that. You got people that, you know, they see that you're a good person. They see, and they might find this one thing. They might say, well, she okay, she nice, but she's not good with, you know, she's not equipped with the computer. She don't move fast on the computer, you know. Okay, if they don't move fast on the computer like you do, just still, you know, through time, you don't know that they might be equipped, might move a little faster, you know, but you just take that one little thing, you just see that one little thing wrong, or you might say, she okay, she don't answer the phone, you know, like, you know, appropriate, just that one thing, and I'm just like, it's just sad, like, when I did have to call the patient, I had to call the patient, remind them about their appointment. And it just shocked me that the way that she behaved, like, she didn't think that I was going to be able to do it. Like, you know, after I did it, I called them and I told them, you know, hey, this is blah, blah, blah. I'm calling from, you know, blah, blah, blah clinic, you know, reminding you about your appointment. And it was like, okay. And I was just comfortable with it. And when I got done doing it, and she came out and she was like, you did it. I'm like, what you thought? I'm like, what did you think? Like, come on now, what you think? Like, when it's time, when it's show, like, it's like, you know how people, when they're on stage, you know, when they practice, but when it's time to show, it's time, like, the spotlight come on, it's like, okay, showtime. So that's how I felt like doing my training. And when I did the, she had told me that I had to call a patient. I'm like, okay, you done had enough practice. It's showtime. When it's showtime, showtime, hey, you gotta perform. So, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. So I just want to say pray. Pray before you start your externship. Pray that you get, God bless you with, a friendly trainer, a good trainer, not no trainer that's, you want somebody professional. Pray that you get a trainer that's professional, not gossiping, not talking about the people in the company. Just pray that you get a good trainer. That's all I want to say. So that's tip number 3. um. Okay, and tip number 5. Like I said, keep it professional. So my school, they prepared us for externship, and they let us know, like, when you go in here, keep it professional at all times. And basically, that's what I did. When I did my externship, I kept it professional. I did not go in there trying to want to be friends with anybody or try to be buddy or kissy with anybody. Professional. I went in there professional. I went in there when it was time for, when I had to, my first day and even leading up to the following weeks, I kept it professional. I go in, I say hi to everybody, I greet everybody. Okay, what are we doing today? That's how I always been that way. Even when I worked at the daycare center, I would go in and, get my students, get them from the breakfast room, take them to the classroom, and sit them on the road. I kept it professional. I won't try to be friends with nobody. I think I told y'all in one of my videos I worked at a daycare center, and one of my co-workers, she got mad because I want to associate with her. And so she said, you got some beef with me. And I said, no, I ain't got no beef with you. Just because, I'm associating with you guys, I'm here to work, You're not paying me to be, I'm not getting paid to, to be friends with you. So, like I said, keep it professional. If you do an externship and you hear some gossiping, just tone it out. Just say, you know what? I'm here to, to train, to get, to get hired. Or, I'm just here to pick up the skills that I need, the experience and skills that I need to give, and keep it moving. Don't try to be friends or buddy, because they will try to test you. They will tell you stuff about the company to see what you're going to say. And me, I just, I would listen and I would just pray, like, really? Like, you bashing your company? Your company you're not happy being here? I'm looking like, so keep it professional. Let them talk, let them gossip, but you keep it professional. Keep it professional by any means. Do not, compromise. Don't compromise. And let me see. So, that's basically, those are tips I just want to share with you guys. And so, like I said, the department I was training in, it was general surgery, and most of the patients that we had was like, they had hernia, they had cysts, and let me see what else. They had hemorrhoids. Those are the type of patients, like, we would get, and when they come in, I would ask them, are you in pain? Are you in pain? How long have you had this? How is your appetite? Different questions like that I would ask them. And then after I would, excuse me, after I would, loan them, bring them in, and, put the information in the Epic system, chart everything down, and then I would take their vitals, and then afterward, I will go get I will let the doctor know that, such and such is here for follow up, or such and such is here for hernia, a surgical removal of a hernia. I would just say, let them know what they're there for. So, but after I believe like the third week, no, the fourth week, the third, fourth week, like I just got, I got used to it. I got familiar, it just started flowing. But the last week, oh my God, the last day I got my test. The last day I got my test, I had this patient, and I just want to say she was just kind of just, you someone they wasn't just one they self. and I was just praying. And, you know, I wasn't the one supposed to check her in. You know, my trainer's supposed to check her in, but she was busy doing something else. So she told me to do it, and I was just praying. But I would ask her questions, and she didn't want to, you know, the patient, she didn't want to cooperate. You know, she was just like, when I want to take a vital, she just like went off, and I was just like, okay. And I remember them telling us in school, when you get a patient like that, get what you can out of them. So I, you know, practically, like, I got, you know, her name and information, and then the medication. When I got to medication, she was like, yeah, I take all that stuff. She was just saying name and all stuff. And then I'm like, okay, let me just get what I can get out of her. You know, just, I got her name and stuff, and then some of her medication, her vitals. So I'm like, oh, I got to take her vitals. So when I got ready to take her vitals, she was like refusing. She was like, no, She was like, you got to do that? You got to, because her temperature, she was like, you got to put that thing in my mouth. And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, okay. And so she let me do it. So I'm like, thank you, God, you know. So after that, I let her know that the doctor was coming, and I left out. And my last day, like, we only had like 5 patients, and that was it. I had 5 patients, and then my trainer, she did my paperwork for me to get back to my school. That was it. So the last day was kind of okay. But that last, I want to say the 4th week. Was it the 4th week or the 5th week? I think it was the, wait a minute, I'm trying to think, when did I get sick? I can think it was the 6th week I got sick. I'm going to tell you guys about that in another video. But I got sick my last week of externship. Oh my God. So I'll share that experience with you guys in a whole nother video. So yes, I'm trying to see if anything else I'm missing I want to discuss with you guys. So that's basically it. General surgery, that's basically all I did, you know, was, you know, I thought it was going to be real, like, you know, real bloody scene I was going to see. It wasn't really, you know, it was one procedure he did in the surgery room that I got to see. But other than that, the overall, the atmosphere, the clinic, the department was kind of, it was quiet. It was kind of quiet. It wasn't like a busy clinic. It wasn't a busy clinic like you have, like, you know, patient. We, you know, when most we would have like maybe like 5 patients. We would have like 5 patients, and I'm trying to see what else. Am I missing anything that I'm going to share with you guys? We just had like 5 patients, and that's it. Like, I would room the patients, get the information, tell the doctors, so that's it. But general surgery, you know, it wasn't that bad that I thought it was going to be. You know, I thank God that I made it through my 6 weeks. And so, that was it. That's it. But your girl is finished with externship. I just want to share with you guys, I'm done with externship. And, graduation. I finished my externship. I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. I finished my externship. And after I finished my externship, I'm trying to find my notes. I finished my externship, and after I finished my externship, I gave my school my paperwork and stuff. And when I gave them my paperwork and stuff, we have to, you give them your paperwork, and after you give them your paperwork, so then I got a call, I got an email. I got an email telling me my diploma was ready. And I was like, for real? I was like, for real? Because I know they told us that we was going to have, I'm thinking like we was going to have like a virtual graduation, but we didn't have no virtual graduation. So they said that we was going to have a ceremony next year. So if everything's go well, and if I still feel up to it, I might still just go to the ceremony, you know. I did want, you know, you want to cross the stage, but so I'm praying on it next year. Everything goes well, I might still just go to the ceremony. But so I got an email, and they said your diploma is ready. So I said, okay. I went up to the school, and this is my portfolio. This is the portfolio they gave us. So when we go on our job interview, you know, you just give them your portfolio with all your stuff in here. So right here, I just want to share with you guys. This is my resume, and this is my the transcript. And right here, this little thing right here, this little precious thing right here. Let me show y'all this little precious thing. This little precious thing right here is my diploma. This is my diploma. This is my diploma. So your girl graduated. Yes. This is my diploma. And I got it in here. I got it in my portfolio because, you know, I was going to make some copies so when I go for like my interviews, you know, they can see it. But later on, I'm just going to put it in a picture frame. And then over here, this is just my perfect attendance. These are my perfect attendance. This is my perfect attendance. Perfect attendance for law and ethics. Perfect attendance for workplace. Perfect attendance for building insurance. Perfect attendance for pharmacology. And perfect attendance for medical office procedures. So yeah, your girl was, I was big on, I didn't like missing no days of school. If I missed any days of school, which I did in my anatomy and physiology class, because I was sick. I got sick in anatomy and physiology, so I had to miss a day. And EHR, I missed a day because I was sick. I was sick. So if I miss a day, that means I'm sick. But other than that, I'm coming to school. So I just want to share that with you guys, my externship experience and graduating, and tips on, you know, tips on externship. And if you have anybody, if you're watching this video, and if you have any questions that you want to ask, you know, feel free, just comment down below, and I will be gladly and happy to answer your questions. So that's all I have for this video, and I pray and I hope to see you guys in my next video. It's your girl Melissa. Be blessed.